Then after we'll go for the differentiability. What is the definition of the differentiability, and based on that exercises, whatever the problems we are having, let us discuss here. So exercise 5.1, 21st problem, if you see that. So what is the question? Discuss the continuity of the following functions. See, the first function is given that f of x is equals to sin x plus cos x. So you say that sin x is a continuous function or not? Sin x is a continuous function, because if you see that f of x, you take the individually one function f of x. As it is given to you as the f of x, you consider that g of x is equals to sin x. So here let c be the real number. Let c be a real number. Okay. Then what we have to see, g of c is equals to sin c we will get, and the limit extends to c f of g of x is equals to limit extends to c sin x. So which is equals to sin c we are going to get. C be the any real, and moreover if you see the graph of the sine function, so sin 0 0 over graph of the sine function, you see like this you are going to have. It is continuous everywhere. If you observe this one also, then you can say that this is continuous function everywhere. Sin x if you are taking. In the same way, cos x also if you take into consider, the cos x function also will be like this. So this is also a continuous function you are going to get by the graphical observation. If you see that graphical observation, then you can say that this function is a continuous function. So now sin c you are going to get. Now here both are equal. So limit extends to c, g of x is equals to g of c you are getting. So therefore you can say that sin x is continuous. Similarly, you can say that cos x is also continuous. So when the two functions f of x and g of x are continuous, then the algebra of the continuous functions, if you see that f plus g is also a continuous. Okay, so do remember that these points are very important. F of x and g of x are the two different functions. F of x and g of x are continuous individually. Then f of x plus g of x is also continuous. Second one, f of x minus g of x is also continuous. Third one, f of x into g of x is also continuous. And fourth one, f of x divided by g of x, where if g of x is not equals to 0, is also continuous. So when the two functions are continuous, their sum is also continuous, their difference also a continuous, their product also continuous, their composite function is also a continuous. F circle g of x, if it is defined, composite function if it is defined, f of x and g of x are given, f of g of x is also continuous. So do remember these points here. Based on these things only, then we can go for the remaining thing. So main points, these are all called algebra of the continuity of the functions. If you see in your textbook also it is given to you. So when the two functions are continuous, then here f of sin x individually I have taken into consideration. This function is continuous. Since this function is continuous and cos x is also a continuous, their sum is continuous. Second question is given to you sin x minus cos x. There sin x is continuous, cos x is continuous. Sin x minus cos x is also a continuous. And the third question is given to you sin x minus into cos x. Sin x into cos x is given. Sin x into cos x is also a continuous function. Did you get my point here? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Huh?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So here if you see that, yes. Now if you see that the question is asking you the 21st question, and if you see the 22nd question, discuss the continuity of the cosine, cosec, means cosecant, secant, and cotangent, cot. The remaining sine and cos it is given that. So here it is given that sin x is a continuous function. Okay, so here we know that if you know that g and h are the two continuous functions, we know that h of x by g of x, g of x by h of x, and 1 by g of x, 1 by h of x are also continuous. They are all continuous functions. And here if you see that, normally one by one if you see that, here the discontinuity of the functions, here it is asking you to find out. So what are the questions given to you? Second question, the 22nd question if you see properly here. So what is given here? Here it is given that the first one is sin x is continuous, you know, cos x is continuous, you know. So sin x is continuous and cos x is continuous means that two continuous already you have proved it. So if you see that both are continuous means cosec x 1 by sin x is continuous because cosec x is continuous, and 1 by secant x is also continuous, you are going to get. Okay, and cot x is continuous. Cot x is nothing but cos x by sin x you are going to get, where the sin x is not equal to 0, except that remaining all the cases it is continuous. So do remember that where it is going to be except the cases, here if you see that, I'll explain you very clearly. Continuity of the functions, whenever you see that, you know that sin x is continuous because where it is defined everywhere, because sin x domain is real numbers. In the real numbers it is continuous, and cos x is also continuous everywhere. It is continuous everywhere in this domain. Continuous whenever we are saying is nothing but it is continuous everywhere. It is continuous everywhere. But if you see that 1 by sin x cosec x, this is continuous. Sin x is continuous means, see here, do remember g of x is continuous means 1 by g of x is also continuous if g of x is not equals to 0. That means cosec x is nothing but 1 by sin x. 1 by sin x is continuous where the 1 by sin x means sin x is not equals to 0. Where sin x is equals to 0, you will get n pi. Sin x is equals to 0, you are going to get n pi. So 1 by sin x cosec x is continuous except the case where this becomes 0. That means continuous if x is not equals to 0. Sorry, sin x is not equals to 0. Sin x is not equals to 0 is nothing but x is, if you are taking into consider that if x is not equals to n pi, so cosec x is continuous if x is not equals to n pi. So it is continuous if x is not equals to n pi, because n pi is nothing but at the place of n pi the sin x becomes 0. At the place of n pi the sin x becomes 0. n pi is nothing but, you know, sin 0 0. Isn't it? Here if you take into consider the coordinate axis, I told you circular coordinate system you need to take. Here 1 comma 0, here 0 comma 1, here minus 1 comma 0. Y coordinate represents sine. So y coordinate represents sine means sin 0 0, sin pi 0, sin 2 pi 0, sin 3 pi 0, 4 pi, 5 pi, 6 pi, 7 pi, n pi. So sin n pi is 0. So at the what place the sin x becomes 0, at that place cosec x is not continuous. Except that place, the remaining places it is continuous. So in the same way, secant x if you are taking, this is 22nd problem and we are discussing. So discuss the continuity and discontinuity of the remaining trigonometric functions. It is a question given to you. So remaining trigonometric functions means secant x if you are taking into consider, secant x can be written as a cos x. So at what places the cos x becomes 0? Can you say? Can you say anyone?
So 2n plus 1 pi by 2
Yeah.
into pi by 2.
ये a by 2 इधर भी 0 हो जाएगा. cos x 3 pi by 2, 5 pi by 2, 7 pi by 2. So where it becomes 0, at what places it becomes 0, that places it is not continuous. Which one? Cosec x, because here denominator the function is itself not defined. Cosec sin x is not defined at x is equals to not equals to 2n plus 1 pi by 2. Except these places, the remaining all the places it is continuous. In the same way, if you take the cot x is nothing but cos x by sin x. So denominator sin x, is it visible to you?
Yes, sir.
Denominator sin x you are having. So in the denominator you are having sin x means this is a where it becomes 0 already like this. So E is continuous if x is not equals to n by 2. Same way if you take into consider cot x, tan x. Tan x is equals to sin x by cos x. This is continuous if x is not equals to 2n plus 1 pi by 2. So this is a thing you need to remember here. Not only remembering, so why they are continuous here, you can prove that first sin x is continuous and cos x is continuous. To prove this one. And how do we prove the sin x is continuous? In the previous problem we have discussed. Sin x continuity, how can we prove? We have discussed in the previous problem. So sin x continuity, how we have did in the same way, you can do the cos x continuity. So sin x and cos x both are continuous if you are proving. Then f of x is continuous, g of x is continuous, and h of x is continuous if you are taking. So their division also will be a continuous. It is provided that the denominator is not equals to 0. So that case to be taken into consider. So this is 23rd. So like 22nd problem. 23rd way, it is given the functions, different functions are given to you here. Sin x by x. And do remember that limit extends to c. If you are going to take here, it is the function is given to you 23rd problem. If you see that, what is the question given? F of x is equals to sin x by x if x is less than 0. Okay? And it is equals to x plus 1 if x is greater than 0, greater than or equals to 0. So this function is a split function at the 0. So we need to take into consider less than 0 one case, is equal to 0 one case, and greater than 0 one case. Okay? 3 cases to be taken into consider. So let us take the one case less than 0. So before that, this function is, what is the domain of this function? This function का domain क्या है? Can you say? The domain of the function is real numbers. Because if you see here, x less than 0 it is given, or equal to 0 given. Less than 0 means all the negative numbers. Greater than or equal to 0 means non-negative integers. Not only integers, sorry. All the real numbers, non-negative real numbers. So real numbers is that you are going to get the real numbers as a domain of this function. So when the real numbers domain means that real numbers mean less than 0 case 1 unit. Let C be the any, just like the previous problems only. You can do this. Let C be the any real number. C का any real number mark. Then what you can write here? F of C is equals to first you three cases will exist. The first case, c may be less than 0. So f of c means c less than 0 means sin c by c you are going to get. So limit x tends to c, f of x is equals to limit x tends to c sin x by x, which is equals to sin c by c you are going to get. See, do remember limit x tends to 0 sin x by x if you are taking, that is equals to 1. It is a standard limit formula, do remember that. Limit x tends to 0 sin x by x is equals to 1. So that you remember, but here limit x tends to c the area. So limit x tends to c whenever it is given that, do remember here in case of c greater than 0 area hai, c greater than 0 को केस ले लो, तो f of c means greater than 0 means c plus 1 हो जाएगा. So same way limit x tends to c, f of x if you are taking into consider limit x tends to c, f of x means here x plus 1. So this is also c plus 1. So here this equals to this, so it is continuous. Here this equals to this, it is continuous. The other case only left over c is equal to 0. So c is equals to 0 1. Third case you need to take into consider. Second case हो गया है, third case c is equals to 0. So when you take the c is equals to 0 particularly, f of c means f of 0. So what is f of 0? You will get 0 plus 1. So which is equals to 1. Now what to do in this case? In this case you need to find out the left hand limit and right hand limit. You need to find out left hand limit and right hand limit. So left hand limit means limit x tends to 0 minus f of x. 0 minus f of x. So limit x tends to 0 minus f of x. Limit x tends to 0 minus 0 means 0 पर थोड़ा सा left side. So that means this one you are going to do. So sin x by x. Just now I told you. So there is a standard limit formula that limit x tends to 0 sin x by x is equals to 1, which we have proved in the 11th standard. So उसको अभी prove करने का time लगता है. So that can be proved using the sandwich theorem. Sandwich theorem होता है, वो use करके हम लोग prove कर लिया है. So this value 0 minus is nothing but not negative one. Approximately 0. So 0 only you need to take into consider. So when the sin x by x if you are taking into consider, this value we are going to get as a 1. And the right hand limit you see here, limit x tends to 0 plus f of x. So the function should be taken into consider this function. Here function को ले. So this is given to you x plus 1. But in the case of this again 0 you have to substitute 0 plus 1 which is equals to 1. Okay? So now what you get left hand limit and right hand limit both are equal, that is equals to this one. So therefore limit x tends to 0, f of x is equals to f of c. Sorry, f of 0. So therefore this function f of x is continuous at x is equals to 0. It is continuous at less than 0, greater than 0, equal to 0. Therefore the function is continuous. This is a way to write the solution. Solution को लिखने का, this is a method of writing the solution is this one. Next, if you go for the next question, it is equals to 0, 24th. Yes, little bit this one also different problem. Okay, so the question is given to you that 24th also let us discuss. Then the remaining problems are all little bit easy only, except this 24th only. So once you see that this 24th problem, so what is question here? It is given the function f of x is equals to x square sine 1 by x. X square sine 1 by x, and if x is not equals to 0. Okay, so the function is given to you x square sine 1 by x if it is x is not equals to 0, and it is equals to 0 if it is equals to 0 if x is equals to 0. This is the function given, and this function is defined in all the real numbers. It is defined in all the real take into consider? Less than 0, greater than 0, because not equals to 0, equal to 0 given. So once you take the not equals to 0, a real number which is not equal to 0, you take into consider. So not equals to 0 if you take into consider, and equals to 0 whenever you take into consider. At the place of 0, less than 0, greater than 0, and at the place of 0. Three cases will exist here. Three cases will not exist here because it is not given, the function is not given to you the three different parts here. Less than 0, greater than or equals to 0, equal to 0. In the previous problem, if you see that, although it is given to you the function as a like this, sin x by x, if x is less than 0 is given. It is equals to x plus 1 if x is greater than or equal to 0. Actually, this is given to you in three parts. If x is equals to 0, it is 1. And x plus 1 if x is less than 0. See, like this actually, but sorry, greater than 0. ये दोनों को मिलके एक ही फंक्शन के जैसा दिया है. But here it is not like that. So, whenever you take into consider, one case you need to take here not equals to 0. Another case you need to take is equals to 0. So see, if it is equals to 0, what is the function you are going to get? C value, if it is equals to 0, what is the function you are going to get? You need to see here. And here, whenever you see that limit x tends to 0, C is equals to 0 if you are finding, 0 if you are taking into consider, f of 0 will be equals to 0 as per this function. But if you take the left hand limit if you are taking into consider, the function will be taken into consider this one. Right hand limit whenever you take into consider, this one will get. So left hand limit whenever you take into consider, limit x tends to 0 minus f of x if you are taking. So limit x tends to 0 minus means limit x tends to 0 minus, the function will become x square sine 1 by x. But most of the students will consider this function is a 0. Its value you are going to get as its value, what do you get here? Its value, you can solve this function in a what way you can solve it? This limit to prove, actually we know that any sine function is in between. So ये prove करने के लिए हम लोग directly नहीं लेना है. We cannot take it directly because x tends to 0 means 1 by x tends to infinity. So in this situation you need to solve this problem in completely in a different way. This is only called the sandwich theorem. Minus 1 less than or equals to sine 1 by x less than or equals to 1 होगा. If x is not equals to 0. Here x is not equals to 0, but 0 को approach हो रहे but left side is 0. Okay? Is it clear? So that's why you can take this one into consideration and you multiply the x square on both three sides. So minus x square less than or equals to x square sine 1 by x less than or equals to x square we are going to get. And you apply the limit x tends to 0 minus x square less than or equals to limit x tends to 0 minus x square sine 1 by x is less than or equals to limit x tends to 0 minus x square. So this value will become 0, negative 0, less than or equals to limit x tends to 0 minus x square sine 1 by x less than or equals to 0. So this value is sandwich. Sandwich is nothing but आप लोगों को पता है sandwich theorem बोलते हैं. ये sandwich theorem भी ऐसे prove करते हैं. This in this way only. This function limit is lies between these two, and these two are becoming 0. So that's why the value of this one also becomes 0. The value of this one also becomes 0. So what you can find here? Therefore, limit x tends to 0 minus f of x. F of x is nothing but x square sine 1 by x is also equals to 0. And 0 plus whenever you take into consider. What function to be taken into consider? 0 plus whenever you take. 0 plus is nothing but 0 का राइट साइड में. So in that situation also actually 0 plus का situation में भी यही फंक्शन को लेना है. Same function you need to take into consider. 0 plus का भी. So then again you will get the same function right hand and in both the cases see here we have minus x square you are getting here, so here 0 plus you will get, so limit extends to 0 minus x square is 0, limit extends to 0 plus minus x square is also 0. So you can say that similarly limit extends to 0 plus f of x, limit extends to 0 plus f of x is nothing but again it's the same function you will get x square sin 1 by x. So x square sin 1 by x. This can be proved in another way also. In another way, how do you prove if you are taking here 0 minus you are taking na? Same thing can be proved in another way. So here, okay, let me complete this part. Which is equals to, okay. This I will tell you in another way. 0 plus and 0. So this can be taken into limit x tends to 0 plus. This can be written as x square by x into sin 1 by x by 1 by x. 1 by x लिख सकते हैं ना, 1 by x into x square, x into 1 by x is x square. So now if you can split the function, limit x tends to 0 plus of x into limit x tends to 0 plus sin 1 by x by 1 by x. This value will become 1 and this is equals to 0. 0 into 1 is equals to, again you are going to get 0. In that way you can do it. But here if you see that limit x tends to, we are going to have limit x tends to 0. Why can't we do means normally we are having the limit x tends to 0 sin x by x is equals to 1. But here if you see that in this situation 1 by x is not there. When x tends to, x is approaching to the 0. By actually we cannot do like this. Better you do this problem in this way only. Okay? So here in this problem, you can write that in this way only if you are doing, limit x tends to 0 plus f of x is nothing but the f of x can be taken as a here x plus sin x. And in this case, sorry, that also we are going to take as a 0. So right hand limit is 0, left hand limit is 0, the function value is 0. Therefore, you can say that it is continuous at x is equals to 0. If it is not equals to 0, if it is taken into consider, at x equals to 0, it is continuous when you take into consider. Okay? So, you can say that it is continuous everywhere. This function is, if it is non-zero, directly you can take the c square into, if you substitute non-zero, any non-zero if you take it into consider, c square into sin 1 by c you will get. And the limit value also c square into sin 1 by c you will get. So both are equal. Suppose if you take it into consider, this is first case, c not equals to c equal to 0. Second case you need to take
Sir,
Hello, sir.
sir,
Sir, you are not audible.
Yes, sir, you're not audible.
किधर भेजना है क्लासेस खुलाई वो नहीं
I don't know.
जो बात कर रही है मध्याह्न हो रही है
सब चला गया Okay, Sampa, you can also leave.
Okay.
Actually, there is a problem, little bit problem is there, but Sara चला गया